everyone. Welcome to 8 hour study with me. Background noise, a 10 minutes break, no music, neuroplasticity. 8 hour study with me. Background noise, a 10 minutes break, no music, neuroplasticity. Okay, as is tradition in this cognitive and intellectually driven online TV station, what I do is that I ask questions and I try to give answers to any of the questions that I ask using data, using information to really explain my answers to each of these questions. Then the first quick question today is it possible for a student to read for 8 hours? Is it possible for someone to engage in 8 hour study with me just continuously or seamlessly? These are the questions that I'm going to really be answering in today's video. Yes, it is possible, but there's a technique that is so effective that I'm going to be sharing with my global audience today. The technique is called the Pomodoro method. There are different methods that individuals, toppers, these intellectual and cognitive celebrities use. But what I'm going to really maybe zero in on today is the Pomodoro method. There are techniques like the active recall, like a practice test, like a spaced repetition, techniques like mnemonics, like memory palace, like acronyms, etc. These are all the mental tools that students use in order to do well in the education ecosystem. But for the sake of this video, the 8 hour study with me, background noise, a 10 minutes break, no music, neuroplasticity. What I'm going to be expatiating has to do with the Pomodoro method. And what is it, the Pomodoro method? The Pomodoro method was a concept that was invented by a brilliant thinker. His name is Francisco Cirillo. He was an Italian. So he came up with this concept in order just to do maximize time in order to improve productivity amongst Italians, especially the corporate employees. But today, research upon research, studies upon studies of this Pomodoro method, these studies have actually proven the fact that the Pomodoro method is extremely effective, and it has been introduced or integrated into the education sector. And how does it apply in the education ecosystem? Oh, this is it. There are two models that I'm going to really explain. One has to do with you read for 25 minutes and take a break of 5 minutes. The other one has to do with you read for 45 minutes, and you take a break of 10 minutes. You can do it session by session, and before you know it, you would have actually read for 8 good hours, and within those hours you would have really gained a lot, that your academic circuit would have experienced some kind of expansion, that the concept neurons in the academic circuitry, they would have their population would have done what would have increased, their density and their strength would have gone beyond the rules. So that is just the idea of the Pomodoro method. So what I do at times is that whenever I want to really apply the Pomodoro method, I read for like 25 minutes. Then I take a break, for of 5 minutes, and within that 5 minutes, I don't read. I just relax my mind. And do not forget, reading, studying, needs some kind of absolute concentration. Either we like it or not, it is a kind of, it is a stressful cognitive or mental exercise. It increases our cortisol levels. So as soon as we take that break, we need to actually to relax, to free our minds. What I do at times is that during that 5 minute break, I might decide to actually take tea. You can see my jug here. I might decide to actually eat maybe chocolate or something that is very, very sweet. And as soon as I do that, there is this relief. okay, dopamine is released, okay, in my nervous system. And we must not forget that the fact that apart from the fact that, okay, when dopamine is released, okay, in our nervous system, that we feel, okay, some kind of thrill. We feel so high, we feel so joyous, we feel so, is this enthusiastic or thrill, okay, because of the neurotransmitter dopamine that has been released, okay, in our system as a result, okay, of rewarding ourselves, either with chocolate, especially black chocolate, or taking water. So sometimes I take water for intellectual, okay, rehydration. So let me come back to the Pomodoro technique. So then, if you want to really apply the other one, the longer one, that one is just like a 5 minutes of intensive study. And then what I do is that I integrate what I call the fact formula. The facts, okay, the F stands for, okay, focus, the A stands for attention, the C stands for concentration, and the T stands for thinking. Okay, the fact formula has to do, I integrate it with the Pomodoro technique, okay, and this enhances, okay, my studying kind of session. It gives me, okay, the opportunity to really understand whatever topic, okay, or subject that I'm studying, okay, at that moment. So for the 10 minutes break, okay, what I'm going to advise people to do, okay, you have to really look for something, okay, that is somehow unique to you. It's not compulsory that you apply, okay, use my own, okay, dopamine kind of inducing, okay, technique, like maybe taking water or taking chocolate, whatever it is. I realize that some people just within that 10 minutes they listen to classical music, cool music. Some, okay, decide to try to, okay, take a work. Some just relax, okay, and just allow okay, their minds, okay, to wait to wander, okay. The wandering is it is the responsibility of the default mode network, okay, that actually goes, okay, into the space, the neural space time, okay, itself. So it depends on individual. And the Pomodoro technique is extremely important. If you know you want to actually read for 8 hours a study with me, the Pomodoro technique is extremely important. Then now let us come back to the neuroscience, okay, behind the effectiveness of the Pomodoro technique. If you look at this image, okay, this is the image, okay, of the brain, and this part that is covered, okay, it is called what, the frontal, okay, cortex. Okay, there we have what is called the prefrontal cortex. It is a kind of a unit, okay, within the frontal cortex itself. It is the CEO, okay, the prefrontal cortex, or what I call the PFC, is the CEO of the brain, okay, and it is responsible for, okay, mainly for our executive functions, okay, our ability to think, our ability to imagine, our ability to, okay, to plan, okay, to reason, okay, to take, maybe strategic actions, okay, to act, okay, wisely, okay, impulse control, okay, the ability to recall, okay, to think deeply, okay, on whatever concept or idea, okay, that is at hand. Okay, it is the function, okay, of the prefrontal cortex. And in our brains we have about 100 billion, okay, neurons, between 86 and 100 billion neurons. And we have, okay, these populations, and assemblies of neurons called the concept neurons. Okay, whenever we practice the Pomodoro technique, especially with regard to the 8 hour study with me, okay, model, okay, the concept neurons become so active. Okay, you would have actually fed them, because it is their responsibility, their neurological responsibility, to do what, to encode information and data and knowledge, okay, of facts, because these concept neurons are dedicated to learning, they're dedicated to education, they're not concerned about dancing, okay, or other things. Their own is their responsibility. They have been programmed to actually handle things that are connected to mental development, to education, to schooling, to learning, etc. So as we practice this 8 hour, okay, study with me, okay, session, these concept neurons become so plastic, okay, they change, okay, in their nature, their population change, and their strength does what, also, okay, their strengths, okay, also change, okay, in the process of practicing this 8 hour study with me, okay, session. And there's a concept, okay, in neuroscience called neuroplasticity. Okay, the 8 hour study with me, okay, a session or habit or behavior has the capacity of doing what, of inducing, okay, academic neuroplasticity, that our brains will temporarily be transformed, okay, as a result of our 8 hour study with me session. It is important that we imbibe, okay, the Pomodoro technique in our 8 hour study, okay, decision. And in the process, okay, as these concept neurons, okay, their strengths, their populations, okay, their connection, their synapses, okay, change, it leads to what? To academic neuroplasticity, okay, explosion. Okay, there and then you discover that your academic performance is going to really improve, that you become, okay, one of the best students, okay, in your class, okay, because the hippocampus, okay, that organ in the brain that is responsible for short-term memory storage, okay, would have become so plastic. There's something called hippocampal plasticity. Because of this consistent 8-hour study with me session, it will increase, okay, the size of the hippocampus. It has been proven by Professor Eleanor Maguire, okay, of University College in London. Okay, when she actually carried it out, a kind of a study of London taxi drivers. Okay, she discovered that those who end up, okay, passing, okay, the knowledge test, okay, that has to do with taking in ideas of all the streets, okay, of London. She discovered, okay, in the end of our, okay, at the end of our study, that the hippocampal of those, okay, taxi drivers who came in for the test and who did well, okay, became somehow plastic. It expanded. Okay, if especially she went further to, okay, compared, okay, the London taxi drivers and the London maybe bigger buses, okay, drivers. She discovered that there's a kind of variance, that the London taxi drivers, okay, hippocampus, or hippocampi, okay, was larger, okay, than their contemporaries. So back to the educational sector. If you practice the 8-hour study with, okay, with me, okay, behavior or style or method or framework or mechanism, this will cause academic neuroplasticity in your brain and to make you become one of the top students in your class. Thank you very much for your time, for the fact that you've listened to this video till this moment. Okay, I have a special bonus for you. Okay, I've written my 6th book. This is my 2nd book. Okay, it was published in the United States. It was formerly on Amazon, but now, okay, I have the sole, okay, control, okay, over the sale. It's just $10 if you know you're interested in it. But I have a special bonus for you. The bonus is this: if you comment, okay, on, okay, or okay, on my channel, and you subscribe to it, because I am committed to releasing, okay, videos that will transform your academic lives, okay, videos that will transform my viewers, okay, academic lives, that will take their brains, okay, into brain power. What I will do is that make sure that you comment and add your email. Okay, I would send you, okay, a PDF copy of my 6th book titled Top Secrets for Passing All Exams in the World. Thank you so much for your time, and I shall see you in the next video.